I walked into the gym.
Hey y'all, Joefer here, the cranky old gay guy. Oh boy, I am in the backyard, doing my son thing. But I want to tell you, today started off well, and then I decided to go to the gym, and boy did I get cranky. I get in there, I get a locker, I change into my gym clothes, then I can't find my lock. And I realize that I either left it there or I left it at a different gym I went to last week. I had a free visit to another gym. So I went to the desk in my gym clothes, stuffed all my regular clothes into a bag. I didn't want to change again. Went through their lost and found, could not find my lock. So I went back in because there are combo locks that you can just use for the day. You set your own combo. One of them was locked. One of them, the lock didn't work in that you couldn't set it. And the third one looked okay. So I went up to the desk again and I said, hey, the lock I'm trying to use won't set. Can you come fix it? And he said, yeah, no problem. So he went in with his key and he reset it and I could set my lock, but you couldn't unlock it after you set your lock. So I said, well, let's try that bottom one. And he unlocked the bottom one, and it seemed to be fine. So I put all my stuff in there, and then I tried to lock it, and it does lock and unlock. However, the little rasp on the inside of the lock doesn't catch on anything. There's something there to catch, it just doesn't catch. So it doesn't work. So I went back up to the desk, and I said, hey, I am going to use lockers that are out in the lobby. I just want you to know that these locks aren't working. So he goes, oh yeah, that's probably why they were empty. So in the lobby, there were 2 locks available, or 2 unlocked lockers available. I went to the first one, number 10, and I could set my lock, or set my combo, but before I put anything there, I was going to test it. And I closed it and locked it, spun the dial, and I couldn't unlock it. So then I went to the other open locker, which was number 16. Same story. You put your combo in, and then you can't unlock it. So I went back up to the desk and I said, I am done, but I want to let you know that these lockers that are open in the lobby, once you put a combo in, you can't get them unlocked. And he goes, oh, that's probably why no one's using them. Duh. If that is the issue and you have been made aware of it, why the hell aren't you fixing it or having your facilities guy fix it? I said, don't you think you should have those fixed by now? And he said, well, since we changed our facilities person, this one's not super confident yet, but he's getting there. And this is probably on the bottom of the list of things that have to be fixed around here because there's a lot and it's low priority. So I'll put it back on the list to make sure it hasn't fallen off. And that, my friend, is pretty much how 24-hour fitness is run. Nothing gets fixed without a complaint. And evidently it takes more than one complaint to get anything fixed. There are still machines upstairs that have the out of service signs on them because a cable's broken or a bolt fell out or something like that. And you would think a corporation that big, and the fact that they do have a room that's kind of like their tool shop, you would have extra bolts, you'd have extra cables, you would have extra dials, you would have extra locks. All of this stuff would just be in surplus. So you'd always have 3 or 4 things in there that you could use. So when you pull to fix something, you order a new one. And that way, you always have something on hand. I don't know why they don't do it that way. Speaking to a previous facilities manager 3 years ago about why things in the locker room where there was no hot water for days and days and days. And he said it was the hot water heater. I said, and it's an electric heater. Can't you just get an element? He goes, oh yeah, but we have to order one through corporate. And it's like, why? And then, well, because that's how it's done. And it takes like 6 months to get something. Just go to the hardware store, spend $150, get a new core for your water heater, and then bill it back to corporate. And he goes, oh, they don't allow that. 24-hour fitness, you're losing people. You're losing business. And you're going to have some competition. By the end of summer, there is a Planet Fitness opening up in the old Fred Meyer and the old Rite Aid location on Sandy Boulevard and 41st. Planet Fitness is like $10 or $15 a month. It's a heck of a lot cheaper than your place. I don't know if they're going to have a pool, but they'll have a locker room and all that. And they have equipment just like you have. So you need to get your act in gear or you're going to lose even more of your members. And that, my friend, is what set me off this morning. Now I am going to do yard work today, but I thought as long as it's actually warm, I'm going to sun my sack while I can, because evidently sunning your sack builds your testosterone, according to online reports and Tucker Carlson. I don't watch him, but I've seen clips online, and I guess he did a whole week of talking about how sunning your sack and your taint makes you more of a man. So that's what I'm going to do. Enjoy the day, people. It is Sunday, and I didn't give you the date or the weather report. Well, it's beautiful right now. It's a little bit windy, but if you're in the shade, it gets chilly, but I'm not in the shade, so I'm okay. And on that, I will log out and just remind you to stay cranky, my friend. Stay cranky.
I walked into the gym, all fired up high, had my sweatband on, thought I'd reach for the sky. But the locker situation knocked me down low. My lock was missing, where'd it go, Joe? I grabbed the combo lock off the dusty rack, set a code I'd remember, but it wouldn't crack. Every turn felt wrong like a broken dance. This locker and I stood no chance. Broken locks and broken dreams, sweat-soaked towels tearing my seams. Why's it so hard to secure my gear? Joefer's cranky, better steer clear. Spin left, spin right, nope, that ain't it. The numbing frustration, oh, it just won't quit. Try another lock, think this one has to work, but it's the same dumb story, what a berserk. Gym dude says those locks are just for show. No help from him, just tells me where weights go. Ain't about curls, it's about my stuff. Keeping my sneakers safe shouldn't be this rough. Broken locks and broken dreams, sweat-soaked towels tearing my seams. Why's it so hard to secure my gear? Joefer's cranky, better steer clear.